Myself, Nitin Choudhary, presenting concrete and effective e-governance framework. Normally, instead of concentrating on what we have, what and how much we can get by properly utilizing it, and by which way, it is concentrated on what we not have, and we spend lot of time and energy on availing what we not have, and availing extra resources than needed to achieve the target easily. This way, by underestimating and neglecting towards what we have, we keep ourselves away from proper utilization of the available resources. Successful implementation does not depend on how much resources we have, but to much extent on how we govern available resources optimally. This initiative, concrete and effective e-governance framework, is the implementation of basic concept of governance, that is the optimum use of available resources to get more from less for more and more, and minimum government maximum governance. Normally, implementers avails large number of resources than needed and neglect towards the exact need and proper utilization, which affects adversely on throughput, service delivery, and cost effectiveness, as well as results in wastage and decay of resources, as well as many times failure of projects and produce big loss instead of success. Particularly in terms of e-governance projects, it is observed that only 15% projects are successful and more than 50% projects are failure, and even invested costs are not recovered. From 2011, for continuing the operations of land record computerization applications, land management information system LMIS, and property card information system PCS, and switch over to online NLRMP modernization program with online processing of LMIS and PCS. The districts in Maharashtra facing strong challenges related to availability, operability, maintenance of software, hardware, technical infrastructure, technical human resources, sophisticated deployments, backup and recovery, etc. For this innovation, we have everything less. Less technical experts, only two. Less required technical infrastructure, less trained technical human resources, and as there are very weak chances of getting, there is only way remain with us is to use technology innovative way to use available resources virtually to get the resources to get the work done. We use virtualization, server consolidation, software hardware portability with effortless deployments, backup and disaster recovery, and achieved improved service delivery, increased throughput, and cost-effective solution for concrete and effective e-governance. This innovation is implemented in the districts in Maharashtra without any funds and expenses. The e-governance involves the use of electronic and technology to facilitate the effective e-governance. The aim of this research is to study, use, and analyze virtualization, which involves efficient and optimum use of technical resources for the improved service delivery, throughput, efficiency, cost-effective solutions, and to provide concrete framework for e-governance. That is the concept of more from less for more and more. The technique uses virtualization as a concept and virtual machine as a object. Step towards the effective e-governance. Effective e-governance is based on free and open source software. Then virtualization, that is using single computer system logically as a multiple computer systems by running a multiple distinct isolated operating systems on the single physical computer system. Another is using complete virtual computer system as an object instead of file and folders Likewise, normal computer system operates on files and folder as an object. The virtual machine software operates on complete virtual computer system as an object to perform various operations like creation, updating, removing, renaming, customizing, move, copy, backup, restore, sharing, auto start, import, export, etc. Next is server consolidation to save server hardware per location by running the distinct isolated client and server on the single physical system at a time simultaneously. Another is the cloud computing, that is the live virtual machines virtually accessed by users remotely and leveraging shared government infrastructures. Using all this to produce a utility computing between government to government, government to citizens, government to business and government to employees. So what is a virtualization? Virtualization is actually the virtual running of the virtual computer on physical. So it is the virtual isolated execution of the virtually developed computer systems on the physical computer system simultaneously. In another way, it is the virtual isolated execution of multiple software platforms on the same physical hardware simultaneously. So it allows a single computer system to be used as a multiple computer systems by sharing the resources of the single computer, single hardware across multiple environments. So virtual machine logically divide the single computer system and its resources into several isolated different sizes, same like the slices of the bread, each of which works as a separate computer system, maybe server as well as client, and simultaneously run different isolated processes. Here, this is the complete physical computer system. The host operating system is installed on the physical computer system, and by using the virtual machine programming interface, that is virtual machine software, various virtual machines VM1, VM2, VM3 are developed and running simultaneously and isolated to each other on virtually shared hardware. The virtual machines running on the physical computer system are called as the guest operating system, and that OS running on physical computer system is called as the host operating system. Motivation. The motivation is basically the need of efficient and optimized use of technical resources, that is hardware, software, network and human resources due to limited availability. Then using a single computer system and multiple computer systems, server consolidation, then using a complete virtual computer system as an object, and software hardware portability. Technical strategy, methodology, research line of actions. We have developed a cloud, we have developed a cloud of host-like virtual machines of variety of operating systems, Windows, Linux, etc. of variety of versions, distinct server and client operating system and physical computer system. Then investigated and analyzed the functionality and utility of virtual machines with various operations and use the area complete area over network as a virtual hub by sharing virtual machines over the network. Then we have developed a virtual data center and hosted the cloud of virtual machines on that data center. Then distributed all these ready usable fast like virtual machines by leveraging the shared government network NICnet to the NIC district units in Maharashtra. Then NIC district units in Maharashtra downloaded this ready usable FOSS like virtual machines and implemented at remote locations with the optimum use of technical resources by virtualization, server consolidation with effortless deployments using software hardware portability and saved all type of environment resources, space, electricity, furniture, transportation, fuel, vehicles, heat generation, etc. So uniqueness of the projects are more from less for more and more, that are less use human resources, less technical resources, no financial resources. Full virtualization using fast like user customizable, ready usable virtual machines. Use single computer system as a multiple computer system. Complete virtual computer system as an object. Server consolidation, software hardware portability with effortless deployment and backup and disaster recovery. Leverage of shared network resource, NetNet. Hybrid approach of dissemination of virtual machines and use the complete office or campus area over the network as a virtual hub, and this implementation is without any funds and expenses. Easy testing and R&D under the client server environment by immediate switch over between client and server instead of moving physically between the distant locations. The features are, it will help valuably to deliver the maximum throughput, efficiency and service delivery. It helps in reducing the cost of hardware incurred in facilitating e-governance services. It helps to reduce software hardware maintenance cost. It helps to reduce technical efforts and exercises with effortless deployment, backup and disaster recovery. It helps in easy establishment as well as maintenance of data center. It also reduces the total cost of ownership of the e-governance project by reducing the cost incurred in acquiring various type of hardware and software license from private vendors. It also gives solution to enhance the availability and accessibility of e-services in disadvantaged area of country. It facilitates scalability of e-governance project as the data volume in e-governance project increases enormously. It promotes interoperability in the e-governance application for reducing data redundancy and hence increases the consistency of data. Also, it helps the backup and disaster recovery, effortless deployment, security testing and R&D. So, what is the impact of the project? The basic impact is we have overcome the challenges which we were facing due to the limited availability of technical resources. Then improved service delivery. In pre-scenario where it was very difficult to continue the offline land record, Satbara and property card services in the districts of Maharashtra, this initiative helped to continue it smoothly as well as to switch over to online e-mutation processing with online e-mutation services within a short span of time. Akola is the top most leading district in online e-mutation in Maharashtra with all the Akuluka online e-mutation with around 40,000 online e-mutations. Increased throughput by running the multiple distinct isolated virtual machines. We have done the processing of multiple talukas at a time for multiple applications like Satbara data hosting on district website, agri sensors, Unicode data conversion, Bolu character cleaning, etc. and increased throughput within the targeted time. Cost effectiveness, we have saved server hardware for around more than 500 locations. Easy testing and R&D by immediate switchover between client and servers instead of physically moving between the client and servers. Effortless deployments just by copy and pasting virtual machines. Then easy backup and disaster recovery by the same. Leverage of the shared network NICnet, that is the national network, and saved environmental resources by virtualization, server consolidation, and with effortless deployments using software hardware portability saved all type of environmental resources, space, electricity, furniture, transportation, fuel, drivers, vehicles, and reduced heat generation, etc. So all this way we have reduced the pollution itself. The results of the analysis are the overall basic scope for service is the running distinct isolated multiple operating system at a time on the single physical computer system. It is useful to use single computer system logically as multiple computer system with various distinct operating system running isolated to each other at a time simultaneously using virtual machines. Then use of saving server hardware in client server environment, all type of operations which physical computer system performs on file and folder as an object using the operating system. The virtual machine software performs on complete virtual computer system along with operating system as an object including creation, updating, removing, renaming, etc. Effortless deployment just by copying and moving virtual machines and reassigning between host servers to optimize hardware software resource utilization. Also, we can customize the shared hardware configuration setting allotted to the virtual machine as per the need and requirement and availability of hardware software network resources. Effortless deployments of complex sophisticated applications. So virtual machines are very useful to optimize the technical efforts and exercise under the situation where a typical complex sophisticated application software is to be used at a large number of distinct locations to achieve the output target within the less time with optimal use of hardware, software, and resources. Running application on non-supported host, it is very useful to run the application on computer system which contains the non-supporting host operating system under situation where we can get the same application running and operational by installing and supporting guest operating system installed using the virtual machine, faster booting and processing, imagination to guest as a virtual machine as a physical server hardware, backup and disaster recovery with effortless deployment, testing and R&D under client server and environment, import and export virtual machine. Office can be used as a virtual machine. The base major limitation with virtual machines is that when we run more and more virtual machines on the physical host computer system, the performance of the whole host computer system and virtual machine decreases in terms of CPU processing and input output operations. The conclusion is that the technologies like virtualization using a single computer as multiple, which involves using a single computer system as multiple computers and using complete virtual computer system as an object instead of file and folders. Server consolidation by running client and server on single physical computer system to share server hardware per location. Cloud computing, leveraging shared government infrastructure, software hardware portability, all this type of technology facilitates concrete and effective e-governance for utility computing between government, citizens, business and employees by efficient and optimum use of technical resources, simplifies system administration, improves system service delivery, increases throughput, increases efficiency, and provides cost-effective solutions for the concrete and effective e-governance framework. All these technologies say, all these technologies therefore reduces the financial burden abide by state and central government. As the size and complexity of the modern computing system keep increasing to meet the demanding requirements of performance application, manageability is becoming an important concern to achieve both performance and productivity computing. Virtualization provides the scalability to manage these demanding requirements. Here, I have presented framework for utility computing for effective e-governance using virtual machines to achieve testing and R&D, new effortless deployments, basic system administration, adaptability, scalability, new models of service delivery, efficiency, enhancement, user convenience, sustainability, and leverage of shared government infrastructure. However, to deliver the maximum throughput requires careful attention towards system details for the minimal loss of CPU performance and IO efficiency. For ensuring the effectiveness of e-governance projects, the traditional framework and approach of delivery mechanism needs to be re-engineered. The impact of any e-governance project depends upon its utilization by the concerned group, and hence their accessibility needs to be enhanced drastically. This initiative, concrete and effective e-governance framework, has received many of the awards that are the Knowledge Exchange Award 2005, Manthan South Asia and Asia Pacific Award 2014, Scotch Order of Merit in 2014, winner in State Government E-Governance Award 2014, winner in E-Governance category of Manthan South Award 2014, E-Maharashtra 2013 Excellence Award in Best G2G category as a Best Initiative, and E-Governance Champion 2013 on United Nations Public Service Day. The DIO is honored with E-Governance Champion 2013 on United Nations Public Service Day. Thank you.